Okay, for the Research It station, it says go to the Six Kingdoms, and it's a website. So you're going to click on it and open up the website. You do need to read it, but remember, you can use your read and write extension if you have it, and you can play. If it's going, there it goes. Okay, so make sure that you're reading through this, not just scanning through this, because even some of the kids working on this in my classroom tried to scan it instead of reading the whole sentences, and then their answers were incorrect. Okay, so the first question says, list the six kingdoms and an example of each on your lab sheet. So when it says kingdoms, okay, it's got them listed for you. But for instance, one kingdom is the plant kingdom. So if I say list all six kingdoms and an example, then you need to say, well, it's the plant kingdom, an example, and the examples are all here. So let's see, do they give you giant trees? Okay, so that you could say a tree or a moss is part of the plant kingdom. So I would go back here and say plant, and that's a tree. Okay, and then the animal kingdom, and give an example of that one. So you should have all six kingdoms that are listed on the website. Okay. Then the next question, question 2 says, what characteristics do all plants have? So first of all, for all of these questions, the word is characteristics. So that's plural. So please do give me more than one characteristic that organism shares. And to get that, I'm going to go back to the website. And so if we read it, it says, you are probably quite familiar with the members of this kingdom, as it contains all the plants that you may have come to know, flowering plants, mosses, and ferns. Plants are all multicellular and consist of complex cells. So it gives me some characteristics right there. I can say, well, all plants are multicellular. If I keep reading, it says with over 250,000 species, the plant kingdom is the second largest kingdom. Plant species range from tiny green mosses to giant trees. In addition, plants are autotrophs, organisms that make their own food. So there's another one. They're autotrophs. So I would come back here and I would say that plants are multicellular and are autotrophic. Yeah. So see that, remember that characteristics are something that describes something. So you're describing these different types of organisms. Okay. So, and I've already actually given you the answer here to number 2. So number 3 says, what characteristics do eubacteria have? And number 4 says, what characteristics do most animals have? And one mistake I had my kiddos in the classroom making is not going back and reading the website, and they want to say something like, they have fur and teeth. First of all, not all animals have those things. Secondly, when we're talking about characteristics here, we're talking about characteristics similar to the vocabulary words. So is this or most of those organisms asexual? Are they autotrophic, meaning they make their own food? How many cells are they made up of? What environment do they survive well in? So you need to, for this Research It slide, you need to make sure that you're actually getting your answers from the web page. If you put down answers that are not on the web page, then it will be counted as incorrect. Excluding one thing. An example of Archaebacteria. There is no example listed on the website. So feel free to go to Google and type in what is an example of Archaebacteria. Okay, but that's the only thing that's not included on the website.